right, you all have seen 385 Sierra Romeo before. Joe's SR22, I'll put some videos right up here. Very nice looking SR22. We just moved it into this hangar. It'll be here for the next 4 years at least. But here's the issue. So this ramp right here is uphill, and then there's this little lip right here, which makes it a pain to push the plane in. My goal for today is to install a winch basically right here so that we can tow the plane straight back in to the hangar from the front. So what I'm gonna do is drill a couple holes, put the winch here, put a battery right here, and we'll go from there. All right, let's get started here with what we need for this project. Number one, I've got a DC 25 or 3,500 pound winch. This is usually made for like an ATV or a small pickup truck. The plane doesn't weigh that much. We're only pulling it linearly, so we're not picking the plane up. So 2,500 pounds should be more than enough. This winch comes with remote controls. Let's see what we got here. Remote controls so that I can control the winch while I have the tow bar attached to the plane, towing it back into the hangar. I have a milk crate to set the battery on, a couple tow straps, which is what we will use to actually attach the tow bar to the winch when it's back there. 1/4-inch cement masonry screws. This is what we'll use to hold the winch plate, which is right there, into the ground. I have a cheap ass $50 Walmart 650 cold cranking amp battery. This is what will power the winch most of the time. But I have a junky little trickle battery charger, which will stay plugged in at all times, plug itself into the battery at all times. And this setup right here is what will actually keep the battery charged and always ready to go. I have CO2 for blowing out the holes when we actually drill the holes, epoxy for setting the anchors, a couple battery terminals right there, and then what else? And a 3/16 inch masonry bit. This is what I will use to drill the holes for the screws. They're 1/4-inch screws, so the 3/16 make it the right size. And then obviously a hammer drill so that it'll hammer the masonry bit. So first things first, let's find out where the center of the back of the hangar is so that we can figure out where to put the plate. We're gonna do this the easy way, which is just stepping it. We can count the number of joints. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we got 28, we want 14 is the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this line right here is the center. We will put our plate right there. I'm gonna mark it up and then get the drill out and start drilling some holes. All right, in order to make sure that it's parallel with the back of the wall, what I'll do is simply set it right there. This is now parallel to the back of the wall. This is centered. I'll pull the crate out, lead me correctly though. let's mark some holes. We got our 6 holes, and we're ready to go. Okay, so the question here is, how deep do we want these screws to go in? The answer is, I'm gonna drill all the way to the top of the bit here, since we're gonna want the screws to go all the way in. So basically, I'm just gonna drill to right here. I know where it is for each one of them. I'll go straight down, and we'll see how well that goes. First, safety glasses and a face mask. Thank God we live in COVID times, and I have a million face masks to use. It's a good looking plane, isn't it? Let's do some drilling. All right, so I burned through this first bit. Time for a second bit. All right. So I think we have the right depth on all of these. Let's go get the compressed air and see how we're doing. Okay. Let's see how deep all of these go. That one's deep enough. That one's definitely deep enough. That one is deep enough. That one is deep enough. And definitely deep enough. They're all deep enough. Now, you can just install this plate. I almost forgot, I want to put some epoxy in these holes. A little bit of Loctite 2-part epoxy. Let's get it down in here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to give enough epoxy in there to sort of just lock these screws in place a little bit. Winch. Okay, so first we're going to do the 2 center ones, which are the most important, because they're the ones that actually hold the winch in place. All right, so here we go. This is mounted to the floor, fully extended all the way out. Let's test the remote control out. So we hold the button until it's on, and it's on. there it is. Now, let's do a test pull. Okay, so for the initial pull, we're just gonna strap one on each one of the foot pegs. Until they're nice and tight. And here it goes. I can steer it from the nose wheel. So, plane is back inside. I am sweaty as hell. We've got the battery, kind of a disaster right now. I'll clean this all up and show you guys after I'm done. The battery's right there. I'm just gonna leave the trickle charger always attached to the battery. I'm gonna run the power cord up in this gutter right here. And we should be set.